Partners, as you know, for the past 3 years, with the help of my researcher and writer Dennis Daly, we've been presenting profiles of real American patriots. Some are very well known, such as old Benjamin Franklin. Others were obscure people like Ray Wilson, the woman in North Platte, Nebraska, who became known as the Canteen Lady. Every profile has been different, but in the long run, they all had something in common. They all profiled a patriot. Well, this time around, Dennis warns me that the person we are profiling might be a patriot. Then again, he might not be a patriot. So here is that unusual story. How much courage do you think it would take to mount a presidential campaign and go up against both Lyndon Johnson and Senator Barry Goldwater? Well, this week's honoree did just exactly that, to offer an alternative to the two better-known candidates. And on top of that, that candidate actually had national bingo as the second most important plank in the candidate's platform. By the way, the party of this candidate was called the Best Party. Yes, of all things, during a time when the nation was focused on the Vietnam War and the recent assassination of John Kennedy, this third-party candidate was pushing national bingo. The candidate's name was Yetta Bronstein. Her slogan was, "Vote for Yetta and things will get better." Now wait, partners, the campaign of Yetta Bronstein wasn't a joke. When all the votes were counted on Election Day, November the 3rd, 1964, Barry Goldwater was second, but Lyndon Johnson was first. And write-in candidate Yetta Bronstein got thousands of votes. In the campaign, Yetta did a lot of radio interviews, but was never on television. Then after the election, the press was told that Yetta would talk to them on the steps of her New York City apartment. Wait a minute, I'm just getting started. When the day came, it wasn't Yetta who came out the door. It was a man named Alan Abel. There was never a Yetta Bronstein. Alan Abel had made it all up. His wife had done the radio interviews. He just wanted to bring some fun into an otherwise dull election. So partners, was Yetta, or should I say Alan Abel, a patriot or just a jokester? He didn't really do any harm, but he did put a smile on our faces of during a black time in our history. So, patriot or not, Dennis wanted me to tell you about Yetta Bronstein, the presidential candidate who never was. I said that right. Presidential candidate who never was. What a story. I'll be thinking about that for a long time. By the way, Alan Abel's wife, the woman who was the voice of Yetta Bronstein, wrote a book called The President I Nearly Was. We don't know how many copies it sold. So I'll see you next week. Until then, you know the drill. Find that great big red X up at the top and click it, and you'll be magically transported right back here to the report page. I love you guys. Go get 'em, Tigers!